Okay, hello everyone. We are streaming Bughouse World Championship in the open section. This is round 1 of the knockouts. And we have Video Master rezacz and zdybu versus zorroz4 and uh, manusutha. This is the first game. So this is the open section. It is going to be the first to... Let me see, I think it's the first... Is this the first to 20? Because first to 20 with a win by 2 condition. There was the time zone confusion earlier, and then rezacz was a little bit late, but good to see the match started. Whoever wins this match will play against Chicken and Zizon in the bracket. Okay, so rezacz has a fairly safe king. Attack in black. Zdybu is down 7 seconds. He probably wants to keep attacking, but he's gonna run out of ammunition. Once he runs out of ammunition, it's gonna be hard to avoid mate. Because if he takes this bishop, knight takes back, and that's check. I guess king over. But eventually you could have the pawn come in and the queen come in. I mean, if he just takes back queen and is mate immediately, he kind of has to hope to run this way. I mean, maybe he's gonna bring the knight back to defend. He does. Okay, well that trick works. Still tough to live. So zdybu flags. Score is 1-0, favoring zorroz4. So I'm in the house party channel. If anyone wants to join me in commentary. zdybu trying to attack the light squares, looks like. Probably wants a pawn to attack. Okay, he's gonna go for knight takes. BNW says Zorroz is much stronger than 2100. Yeah, I agree. Zorroz4 definitely underrated. Manusutha has gained a lot of reading recently. And my impression in general is that zdybu plays a lot of Bughouse. He will often play the High House games and the House Discord server with random people who show up. In contrast, rezacz does not play that much Bughouse. So he has a lot of experience in the past playing Bughouse, but rezacz may be rusty. By the way, rezacz plays a lot of 4-player chess as well. Very strong at that. And he's been in the World Championships as that variant as well. zorroz4 trying to stay safe. rezacz on the attack. zdybu castles away from the scary pieces. This bishop attacks and defends. It's a well-placed bishop. So probably rezacz would like to sack his queen. Probably leads to mate. Queen takes, knight in the corner. Queen where the king is. And then rook check or rook check. Gonna mate. So Reza CZ has mate. Manusutha just needs to make up a little bit of time. Alright, our score is 2-1, favoring zdybu and Reza CZ. We have another match coming up later today, which includes, let me see, let me get the match for you. The other match today is Papa Pizza and PKM versus Shaika 211 and the Mayor 101. So I'll be covering that one as well. And that should happen in around hour 40 minutes. We'll probably have an hour break between these two matches. manusutha is up about 8 seconds, maybe 9 seconds. Reza CZ probably going to find it hard to defend. Zorroz4 probably wants to play knight takes knight, bishop takes, something like that. Okay, takes a free knight. Seems quite strong. Rook mates for manusutha. This mate, I'm sorry, the knight mate's there too. Knight check, knight, knight h3, and then queen in, and we have this mother mate. Our score is all tied up, 2-2. Zorroz4 on the attack. That's the CZ trying to keep his king safe. As the CZ has sacked. Oh, and that's a quick mate with the queen coming in. Our score 3-2, favoring Reza CZ and zdybu. By the way, before we started having these online championships on chess.com, for many years, what was widely considered to be the world championship was the Berlin tournament. And Reza CZ and zdybu have won the Berlin tournament before, and generally they finish second or third. So they've played together for well over a decade. zdybu and Reza CZ are from Poland. Reza CZ probably wants to sack his knight, but he wants to wait until his partner's safe or he gets more ammunition, I guess. There comes the knight sack. Lovely pawn in. Go after the light squares. And of course he wants a queen. Until he gets the queen, he's going to continue attacking. Whoa! King back, not so good. Now a pawn mates. They are down time though. So what can he do in the interim? That is the question. Maybe vacate this square so you can put a knight in where the bishop is. That's a possibility. You could retreat the bishop, something like that. Also, bishop in, guarding more squares could be good. So he's choosing to get his queen involved. Makes sense too. Could. Oh, wow. Okay. Bishop check. Looks pretty strong. Bishop check, then queen takes bishop. There's double check with bishop check. Oh, that's a different double check. Okay. Ooh, I don't like this queen move. Until then, it was pretty brilliant. Rook here would have been better. Using the queen like a pawn. And he gets mate. Nice mate by Reza CZ. I score now 4-2. Favoring Reza CZ. Hey Jing. Who do I think will win it all? That's a great question. I don't know if you can see earlier in the chat, I have a link to the bracket. So you can check out the bracket, make your own decisions. I, I honestly think that the round 2 match coming up is going to decide who wins the championship. Gena and Larso versus 12 Teen and Little Plotkin. I think one of those teams will win it all. And unfortunately, they have to face each other in round 2. And the reason they're facing each other in round 2 is because Plotkin and 12 Teen didn't schedule their games in the group stage. They took a second place instead of a first place. If they'd taken first place, then they would have been on the other side of the bracket, and they wouldn't have faced Gena Larso until the finals, potentially. Is zdybu a normal chess player too? That's a good question. I think so, but I'm not sure. Clearly, Reza CZ is a normal chess player, as he has he's a FIDE master. I guess we could go to his profile. We can see if he plays any like blitz or other types of chess here. Looks like his blitz rate-in is 2100, his bullet rate-in 2100. Puzzle rush, best 5 minutes is 44. It looks like he doesn't do much puzzle rush. Yeah, so I mean, it seems like he's okay at chess, not great. So I'm getting a match request coming in for 10-minute chess. Let's go over to this guy's profile. I'm gonna go ahead and block him. Manusutha on the attack, but down a little bit of time. Not gonna get any more ammunition. Oh, this king is the most in trouble. So there's mate in 1 for Reza CZ with rook at b5. And zdybu, I guess, was forcing the rook with rook at f1 before. Our score now 5-2, favoring Reza CZ and zdybu. Reza CZ won a bit of material. zdybu has a deceptively safe king, as the rook guards the square, and he has a lot of developed pieces. King sack might happen here. Oh no, he's just going to move his king back. Reza CZ is attacking, winning some more material. That's mate. Our score 6-2, favoring Reza CZ and zdybu. I'm very close. Queen trade on offer. Queens have traded. That's going to benefit Reza CZ. His king looks safe. On the attack, he would like a pawn probably. G7 to continue his attack. zdybu probably should sack to get a pawn if they ever move, which they won't, because manusutha is up 4 seconds. So he's not going to give this pawn to Reza CZ. Reza CZ going to have to find some moves, maybe new knight at d5. Okay, he just takes the rook to vacate the square, although the queen guards the square now. He's just gonna continue getting his pieces developed near the king. we take this pawn or do we defend? We are defending. He's giving up the queen to stay safe. All of a sudden, zdybu is going to need to defend. He's going to need to defend down some pieces. As I think he was earlier trying to get pieces to feed his partner's attack, but it wasn't enough, so partner had to abandon his attack. Now zdybu needs to defend down pieces. It is very tough to defend down 5 seconds. I think zorroz4 could stall, and manusutha should be able to win this pretty easily. Trying to capture the knight, because the knight is the best defender for a8. King comes in. Okay. So manusutha probably would like a little bit more material. Bishop would be good. I like knight at f5 maybe a little better. Okay. But maybe this works. Knight takes... I like knight takes rook there. I could get the queen out again. Okay, he's able to take a free rook when the rook undefends it. We're getting to a bit of a time scramble. rezacz is going to need to mate, because otherwise he's going to flag. He might have mate here. He does, but not fast enough. So just a pawn check and a rook in would have been mate. zdybu also regained the initiative. Alright, so our score now is 6-3, favoring zdybu and rezacz. manusutha sacks on zdybu. rezacz is sacked on zorroz4. rezacz would like some trades. Okay. So I guess you take the knight so that you can have knight at g1. Okay, so he's not going to do that yet. I still think you want to take this knight. Okay, he's going in on the light squares instead. And this is going to work out for him. Pawn mates, or oh, I'm sorry, queen sack work. And yeah, so can we take this twice maybe on e5? Or what's he waiting for? Maybe he wants just pawns. Okay, he's going to put a queen in the back to prevent the king from going back this way. I still think we want to take e5. Do. rezacz up time. He can wait for material. He should not trade this queen because it mates his partner. Oh, they're up about 3 seconds. Okay, now let's see what is needed to mate here. I don't know. He might be. Oh wow, he gives the queen. Okay, but zdybu is safer than he used to be. The queen trade was fine. Bishop would pin the queen. Oh, that's mate. So rezacz attacked the whole way. His king was safe the whole time. But kudos to zdybu for living through that attack. Reza CZ is attacking. Now he switches to defending for a bit. Zorroz4 get in a decent position. Reza CZ probably wants them to e6. This knight is good at defending and attacking at the same time. Whenever you have these multi-purpose moves, that's useful. A pawn, quite good for Reza CZ. I'm gonna use the queen, and this works because knight check is mate. Nice find by Reza CZ. Great mate. Our score now 8-3, favoring zdybu and Reza CZ. So is Reza CZ going to sack? Another option is just bishop takes knight, or knight takes bishop. These are candidate moves here. And he chooses to sack. Gotta watch out for this. He still hasn't moved his e-pawn. Okay, finally he fences his e-pawn. Zdybu getting attacked here. So probably he wants to sack. He's not going to. Instead he's gonna come in slower, try to win some material on the process. This is hard for Zdybu to defend with just pawns. Zdybu gonna give up some material. It's not looking great for Zdybu. Maybe just knight takes pawn, get the queen in. What else is a possibility here? I mean, if rooks came, that would be great for him. He's trying to distract the knight so that a rook will mate. Oh, we're getting a match request. Let's go over this guy's profile. We're going to go ahead and block him. Then we're going to decline the match request. Go fuck yourself. So our rook currently mates for manusutha. Zdybu needs to find a way to defend. He's down a bunch of time. It's going to be extremely hard to defend. Queen is in take. Zorroz4 can take the queen anytime, and they've just resigned it. So our score 8-4, favoring Zdybu and Reza CZ. Manusutha offers a queen trade. They've done it. This looks scary from Manusutha. Zdybu uses the queen for defense instead of to attack. And Manusutha uses his queen for defense. I think the white queen is more likely to fall. Queen trade on offer. Okay, knight mates. Knight plus pawn. He already has a pawn. There's mate. So Reza CZ just needs to survive. Maybe he can't survive though. This looks pretty bad. King takes new queen in. Stepping over, the same thing happens. Can't take the knight because it's defended. Time is pretty even. They might just sit it down to see who ends up having lower time. Zdybu for sure has the extension for pre-drop because I think Reza CZ wrote the extension. Yes, PKR. For years, I always pronounced it as rezacz. but um, he has a name in his profile, and his name is Wojciech Reza. So Reza is his last name, and CZ, uh, I think is maybe an abbreviation, which I would have thought would be for like Czech Republic, but maybe it's actually for Poland. I'm not sure. So yeah, I pronounced it as Rezax for over a decade, but I believe it's more correct to say Reza CZ. So I'm not sure. That's a good point, BMW. The pawn was already in hand. So I am currently in the house party channel. If anyone wants to join me in commentary, feel free to jump in. Happy to have more insights. So Rezazizi has sacked to try to undermine the king defenses of zorroz4. zorroz4 sacks a queen. I think Rezazizi is very safe here. But zorroz4 seems pretty safe too. Rezazizi trying to get some initiative. So he's trading pieces for his partner, I assume. Eventually, he probably wants to go in on the light squares. But really, mate will probably happen on the zdybu board. So new knight in makes sense. Then a pawn would mate for zdybu. I wonder if you could play just knight takes. Okay. Are we taking this rook? We're taking the bishop. Maybe both. Okay, this is mate. Mate in. Our score now 10-4, favoring zdybu and Rezazizi. So theoretically, we might be halfway through the match. It is first to 20. zdybu does not have a happy king. Not only that, manusutha seems to have a pretty safe king. All these squares are covered. zdybu going to try to attack a bit. At the very least, it could burn some pieces from manusutha. I like this bishop move. It attacks and defends at the same time. zdybu doing a pretty good job staying alive. Now that he mates. Wow. Okay. That came from nowhere. I score now 11-4, favoring zdybu. zdybu getting attacked pretty hard here. Rezazizi up a little bit of time. Oh, no longer up some time. zdybu probably gonna at least lose a queen, maybe more. Manusutha is relentless with this attack here. zdybu now down 10 seconds. Maybe rook takes pawn. I mean, being uptime, he can wait for stuff, but I don't see any particular thing being good for him. I mean, unless he gets two rooks, like rook at f1, bishop takes, we take, pawn check. Two rooks he seems extremely unlikely, so I don't know why he's stalling. I would just continue to attack. Well, zdybu does not have pieces to defend with. Okay, this looks pretty good. And that's mate for a manusutha. Yeah, true. Nice fine PKR. Ooh, a draw on the rezacz board. I guess that's good from the point of view of zdybu and rezacz, as they get closer to that 20 points since they have the lead. Manusutha sacks a queen for safety. Zorroz4 on the attack. I don't really understand this knight at g5 move. I think knight at f6 would have been stronger, more aggressive. Rook mates for zorroz4. zorroz4 continuing to put pressure on, attacking this queen. He could try to promote some pawns, maybe, on g2, g7. Although his king is a little vulnerable. So maybe he wants to secure home base before he goes in there. Like bishop at h. Yep, there's bishop at h3. Now that home base is secured, we can promote some pawns. zorroz4 continues to have a very nice attack. It sacked this. Oh, I would have sacked the fake queen, then put a knight in. But zdybu gets checkmate on his board. Our score now 12.5 to 5.5, favoring zdybu and rezacz. Manusutha seems to be the one attacking here. rezacz seems fairly safe, trying to get an attack in, but zorroz4 seems relatively safe as well. Manusutha probably wants some pawns. Pawn for d7. There we go. Queen trade on offer. Oh, a knight is very good for zdybu. Could also try a few bishop checks. I don't know why you put the bishop check on this side. This side just makes more sense to pin the queen. Taking the queen. Now a knight would be great. Okay, he's just going to trade some stuff and hope it helps his partner, I guess. Zdybu winning some material. Looks like he can promote a pawn, win in some more material. I think before pawn check he had the opportunity to drop a bishop, win a rook, but maybe he wants to keep the initiative. So rook mates for Zdybu. And if he doesn't get the rook, he could always trade some things and keep removing defenders here. Pawn mates for Zdybu. And he's up time. Potentially wait for a pawn. The knight instead. The knight threat. Now another knight would mate. Pawn mates. And the pawn gets taken by rezacz. Our score now 13.5 to 5.5, favoring Zdybu rezacz. Great attack by manusutha. Do we have someone join the voice chat? Oh, we have a Chicken Crossroad. Hey Chicken, how are you doing?
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Are you watching the match here?
Yes, I will right now.
Okay. And this is an important match because the winner of this match gets to play against Chicken Crossroad and Zizon.
Wait, we didn't win our match yet, or did we?
You won your round one match. This is the
Oh,
round
yes,
one
okay.
match that determines who you play in round two.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let me get my computer here. Let's see.
Our score 14.5 to 5.5, favoring Zdybu, and it's first to 20. And Asutha got to defend and attack at the same time.
Art Shine is managing this other team, Zorro's team, right?
That's what he said, yeah. Oh, I thought he'd play like knight at f5. This knight move seems a little weird to me. But he wins a queen. Zdybu could potentially play knight e3 to start attacking. Or he could grab a rook. I thought he should have moved his knight to e3 instead of putting a new knight there. Just to vacate a square. Manusutha gets mate. Our score 14.5 to 6.5. Favoring Zdybu. Ooh, this king f2 pre-move. Not so good for Zdybu. Basically, he wasted a move. Gave an extra tempo to Manusutha to attack. Manusutha waiting for some trades. Bishop at h3 looks quite good. And then if the king goes to h1, then a knight on f2 would mate. I'm not sure why he's not playing this. Hey, Truth SEC. Oh, Truth ICC is wondering what the wagers are for today. Chicken. Is Chicken still here? Yeah, he's still here. I think he said he was getting his laptop, so not sure. Maybe knight takes knight to undermine the defender of h4. Possibility. On the other hand, Reza CZ might want to attack with like knight at h3. Okay, he's gonna go around the light squares. Nice mate by Manusutha.
Okay, I'm back here.
We had a question for you in the chat. Truth ICC is wondering what you were betting on today.
Okay, I have one bet here that we might be betting on. Maybe. Hello, the Truth ICC.
Manusutha is attacking, but he really wants some more material here.
Looks like maybe Zaleski by submission. With good odds only, though.
Queen mate for
Be plus
zdybu.
1200.
There's the queen.
All right. The UFC has been a little bit silly lately. I don't really bet too much UFC. Okay, how's the score going, Chuck?
The score is 15.5 to 7.5, favoring zdybu.
Oh, wow.
So you said UFC. Do you watch UFC or do you just bet on it?
No, I don't. I haven't watched it too much at all.
Oh. I eat pretty often at
Cameron makes
the
the UFC
at the
bets.
Buffalo Wild Wings, and like they're a sports bar, so sometimes they'll have UFC on in the background Saturday nights.
Oh, nice.
Reza CZ is attacking. Another knight would be quite good for him. I don't see how this other knight would come though.
Manuska has a pretty good position here. Pawn. Oh, wow. Yes, pretty strong.
Yeah,
I
he
think they're
does.
actually winning
And
this game. Have a
Reza
better
CZ
position.
is downtime. He's gonna have to find moves. Zorroz4 has an extra set to work with if he can just defend the position. But Reza CZ has a very safe king.
They're playing very well. Yes, this underdog team here.
They are, for sure.
I would predict they're going to win this game here. Oh, he did? Try to get a knight here for his partner. That's a good move.
Yeah, and this pawn check is gonna... Well, the time is very close. Given the queen instead of the knight. This should mate. Yeah, this mates for sure. Maybe it's not so certain. That's a free rook. And that's mate. Nice. I score. Wait, was there another draw at some point? When did I miss a draw? I'm so confused. Yeah, I must have missed a draw a few games ago. But our score currently is 16-9, favoring zdybu and rezacz. Queen mates for a manusutha. Queen very unlikely to come. Trying to make a rook mate, but zdybu defends. So knight is good for manusutha to pick up a free bishop. A rook would also be good for f1. Or he could put something like bishop at d6 to get in the way of the bishop. There's that knight, picks up a free bishop.
Yes, I'm not sure about these UFC bets. Knight at e3. Nice. They're probably marginally good, these bets. Sung Woo Choi. I believe at plus 425. But okay, let's see. How is this game going, Chuck?
It's unclear. I think manusutha wants a queen for c2. And there's currently a queen on attack on h4. I guess there's no place for that queen to go, really. Time seems fairly even. Oh, whoa, mouse slip.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's a mate for manusutha, despite
Wow, bishop of
despite knight at
mate.
h4 out of nowhere.
Very nice.
Our score is now 16-10, favoring rezacz and zdybu. Rezacz on attack, but zorroz4 has his queen behind, which should keep his king somewhat safe. Hope that queen is gone now. Pawn, very good for rezacz. rezacz just goes for defense for a bit. Pawn is still quite good. Pawn for s7. Maybe a knight on s7, then knight takes bishop is a possibility. rezacz has a pretty safe king. zdybu suddenly on the attack. Oh, queen. That's going to be helpful. So knight was forced there. That was going to lead to mate. Our score is 17-10, favoring zdybu, and it's first to 20. rezacz going after the dark squares. zorroz4 trying to attack, but his king is not so safe. Oh, this has to be mate. Knight at g3. Oh, nice. Picks up a queen with some discovered check. rezacz has an extremely safe king, is on the attack, and there's this X-ray bishop looking at h2, going after the back rank. zdybu also has a safe king. This looks like an easy win for the rezacz zdybu team. I like this bishop move though because it puts extra defense on e2. Zorroz4 trying to get an attack going. Defend and attack at the same time. Always nice when you can do that. Oh, that's mate for zdybu. Other mate. Zorroz4 trying to attack, but it is too late. As it's easy, could just trade the queens with queen at h2. Our score 18-10, favoring zdybu. zdybu sacks his queen. zdybu probably wants some trades. He's on the attack. Oh, 2 pawns on the second rank. Looks quite good. Pawns are good for zdybu. There's another pawn. He has a piece factory going here. Yeah, like new knight in. Rook come in. Oh no, he just promotes. Should be easy win for zdybu. I score 19-10, favoring rezacz zdybu. This is match point. zdybu sacks. zdybu takes a free queen, but his king is a little bit in trouble. Another knight would have been good for manusutha, but there's already 3 knights on the board. Hard to get that last knight. zdybu gives up his queen. His king cannot castle. It's already moved. This is not a happy king. zdybu grabs a rook. Could probably grab this bishop or knight in the back. It's a possibility. Here's that knight. Now we could take the pawn. We could drop a pawn, threaten promotion. Rook in seems reasonable. Okay, he's going to defend. Is queen in a thing? Looks like it is. So that's going to be mate with a queen in hand. That is GG's. So final score 2010. David rezacz and zdybu. So congrats to the winners. We are going to look for someone to raid. We do have another match coming up, but it's not for a bit. Next match is going to be in roughly 50 minutes, and it may even be a little bit longer than that. Papa Pizza said he may be late due to commitments with the Collegiate Chess League. So yeah, congratulations to the players. We're gonna look for someone to raid. So speaking of the Collegiate Chess League, it looks like Joe Bruin is streaming. That seems like a good one to raid. He's also streaming on the chess channel. We're gonna raid him on the Joe Bruin channel. Thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Congratulations to the winners. rezacz and zdybu will be playing in round 2 against Chicken Cross Road and Zizon. And I hope you all will join me in 50 minutes, more likely an hour from now, for our next match, which will be PKNM and Papa Pizza versus the Mayor 101 and Shaika 211. All right, have a great day, everyone. Bye all.